friends. Today I'm doing a general Mars opposite Pluto reading for all of you who may want to know how this is going to affect you personally or, perhaps other people that you know. So the first thing I need to point out, obviously, is that Mars is making an exact opposition to Pluto on June 5th, 2021. That's a Saturday, this Saturday, this weekend. And it happens in the afternoon in the United States. And so if you're outside of the United States, I guess that would include Canada as well. So basically North America. And if you're outside of North America, then you can adjust for your time zone. So if you saw the other video I made, my political video, then you know that this is getting activated by a square from the moon in Aries. And by the way, Aries is ruled by Mars. So this is a very fiery alignment. It's a T-square. It's an opposition. When the moon comes in, it just catches fire. And so we've got a lot to say about this. And I'm titling this video, Choose Your Battles, okay? And that means choose your battles wisely. So we'll talk about that as this video unfolds. But I want to say really quickly, if you notice that my voice sounds like I have a stuffed up nose, that's because I've got hay fever. So I've been, coughing and sneezing and runny nose, and I'm not sick or anything. It's just hay fever. There's a lot of dust and pollen in the air. But this too shall pass. And also want to say, for those of you who may want some exclusive videos or advanced viewing or occasional group Zoom meetings, go to my Patreon channel. There's a link below and you can sign up. And depending on what tier you choose, you can even get a free birth chart and a free ebook. So if that's something you want, go over there, sign up. Let me know that you want the birth chart and the free ebook if you're on that tier. And I will send them to you because I'll need your email address so I can send them. So, having mentioned all that, let's go back to this T-square with Mars opposite Pluto and a square from the moon. The moon is the one that's going to really activate this, okay? Because Pluto is a long-term, slow-moving planet. It's a very karmic, very transformational. And so you don't necessarily see it activated on a specific day, even with the Mars opposition, because Mars is the slowest moving planet of the inner planets. So sometimes, you could have a Mars opposition to Pluto and not see it activated on that specific day. But because the moon is coming in and creating this exact T-square, we know that something is truly going to get activated on this day. So I want you guys to be paying attention, because everything in astrology is partly about prediction. We can look at the patterns and we can say, this is what's going to happen as we move forward in time. But also it's about consciousness expansion. And really that is the purpose of general astrology, is consciousness expansion. To look deeply at what's going on in your life, in your subconscious, bringing that forward into your conscious mind so that you can work with that. That, to me, is actually what karma is all about. And so Pluto is a very karmic planet, and it is very much about power and empowering yourself, okay? And Mars is the warrior planet, and I like to talk about it as a fire energy, okay? Because sometimes when you experience that fiery Mars energy, it can be extremely good for motivating you to take action and to make changes in your life that need to be made in order to empower yourself. if you know how to work with the energy. A lot of people have very distorted relationship to their fire energy, which is also known as anger, okay? And any flavor of anger, whether that's just a mild annoyance and irritation, impatience, all the way up to an extremely intense anger, which would be rage, okay, or outrage, okay. So if your relationship to that energy is distorted, it can come out in actually very violent and dangerous ways. And when I say violent, I don't just mean like physical violence, I also mean verbal violence, which can be projected outward toward other people, but also can be directed inward toward the self. Self-hatred, self-loathing. And that's not constructive. That's incredibly destructive, okay? And the whole purpose of this alignment is to help you see where you have been disempowered so that you can begin to empower yourself. So it starts with understanding how to relate to that fire energy in a healthy, constructive way. It's there to support you. It's there to protect you. It's there to motivate you in order to do what you need to do to change your life, to empower yourself, okay? Now, this may unfold in relationships. If you notice, the ascendant is in Libra, which is the sign of relationships. And Mars is in the 10th house conjunct the midheaven. Now, this is true on the East Coast. It may be slightly different if you move toward the West Coast. But I think actually this does give us a clue about the potential meaning and the way that this will manifest. It may very well manifest as relationships. It may very well manifest as something happening at work or in your public life or at home, because those are the houses that are being activated in this chart. Whether we're looking at it on the East Coast or whether we're looking at it with Aries in the first house, this is giving us clues about what areas of life are being activated, okay? Also, the moon rules the 4th house of home and family. So, and then the Mars rules Aries, which is the self, okay? So any way you look at it, the self is deeply impacted. You're impacted in your relationships because, honestly, all power dynamics are relational, even if it's the way you relate to yourself, okay? So this is about understanding how you relate to your warrior energy, your fiery warrior energy, and your emotions of anger. Like I said, it's all flavors of anger, and how you use that to empower yourself, okay? The reason why I say you have to choose your battles wisely is because if you're getting triggered about something that you haven't looked at deeply and done your inner work and found out, is this just, an old wound that needs to be healed, or just some ego thing that's going on, you're getting triggered subconsciously and you're not really aware and conscious of where that true wound was created, and then go and do your inner work and heal, you're going to cause damage to yourself and possibly to your relationships. So this is the meaning of the consciousness evolution in this alignment. So I hope you'll take that to heart and do what you need to do. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.
I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.